the guys in the newspapers that were so good that I could never match them or never think of competing with them. I couldn't draw that way. I couldn't draw realistically. I couldn't handle a brush the way these guys had to. A brush was this slick instrument that a lot of cartoonists had, all cartoonists had to learn to handle. And I realized that the very thing I wanted to do, I dreamed of being, I was equipped to do up here. I had trained myself to do up here. This had betrayed me. I didn't have the skill to do it. I didn't, and so, but I was going to be a cartoonist, whether I could do it or not. And I had to be some other kind of cartoonist. I was inventing something that had never been done before, and I didn't know what the rules were, because there were no rules. I was a non-card carrying subversive. It led me into a politically oppositional stance that gave me an attitude, and following that attitude, it gave me a need to express myself socially and politically. I knew, but instinctively, that if I let this rage out as rage, if it just becomes a temper tantrum, nobody, including me, is interested. It has to be funny. It has to be charming. It has to be entertaining. I have to pull the wool over their eyes. I have to, if I'm telling these truths that nobody wants to hear, I can't grab them by the lapels and scream in their faces. I don't write humor to take your mind off the subject. I write humor to make you pay attention to the subject you don't want to pay attention to. That for me, humor is the hook. Humor is my way, is my form of seduction. It's how I get you to listen to me screaming at you, and you don't know I'm screaming at you. The job is to make you look at something and see something that is both new and also that connects to something that was always there, and you just either didn't admit it, didn't want to admit it, or weren't conscious of it. It brings to the surface what was there, and that's a wonderful privilege to be able to do that for people, and to do it for yourself as well.